Okay, so the story is there are some people like him in your organization. He comes up with some brilliant ideas. Don't discourage them. Try to hold on to him. The second next point that I want to talk to you about is that see in today's context, talent is the number one priority for all of us. Gone are the days that we were really concerned about starting a business. We need money, and you don't know where to go for money. Maybe we'll go to the father-in-law, ask some money. I'm sure most of you would have started the business like that. Or you borrow from your dad or from your uncle. But today you don't have to really worry about money. You need to have an idea. If you have an idea, there are a lot of venture capitalists today also. We are having somebody who's going to actually listen to your idea and give money. So the money is not a problem. If you have money, you can buy any technology. So you can build infrastructure. So what exactly is the problem? People is the number one problem. You agree with me? You don't get the right kind of people. You have the right kind of people, you can make multiple unicorns in the city. So that should be the number one priority. Now, how does this recruitment happens today? I told you that today's generation look for power, today's generation look for influence. So this is this company called LinkedIn. I'm sure you must be knowing. The founder, one of the co-founders of LinkedIn, has written this beautiful book called Alliance. So what he's talking about, today you don't employ anybody. You're actually trying to create an alliance. So what exactly you do? You speak to them and try and figure out what exactly is your value system. What are the kind of person that you like? Do you like Hitler? Do you like Abraham Lincoln? Do you like Mahatma Gandhi? So automatically you know what exactly the value this guy comes with. So based on this value, once the value is set and if he understands and this guy can work with me, then they come up with a beautiful concept called tour of duty. What exactly is tour of duty? I'm going to sign up an agreement with you. What exactly is this agreement? There's a three different types of agreement. The first kind of agreement they talk about is rotational assignment. What exactly is rotational assignment? A rotational assignment is something to do with 3-year period, 1 to 3 year period. I want to work with you, you come and see. It's like test driving. If you like our company, if you like my vision, if you like where I wanted to take your company, then you join with me. The second kind of assignment that he's talking about is transformational. What exactly is transformation? Slightly bigger period, 3 to 5 year down the line. So 3 to 5 year down the line, what can we do? And the last one is foundational. If you really understood the value, you like the core values of all those founders, if you're absolutely clear about the vision of the company, you're so passionate about the industry that you're working in, then you work for a bigger period of 10 year plus. So this is what the other companies are doing. And what exactly the other thing that we have to do? We need to attract talent. So what are the things that we need to do to attract talent? Today, the challenges for SME is that we don't have a brand value. If you have an Infosys or Wipro or any of those Facebook and Google, every single guy wanted to go and work in Google. Why? Because they give you everything free, right? All this food and nice. I mean, Santosh and I was actually in the valley. We visited that place. It's really amazing. I saw one mobile saloon man outside. So we were asking, what exactly is this for? So I saw people going inside, having a beautiful haircut and coming out. It's free. So like that, everything is free. So everybody today, if you speak to them, they either wanted to go and work in Google or Facebook. So can we create something like that? So we don't have a brand value as an SME. The second thing that we're talking about is we cannot really pay the way the other people are paying. Yes or no? Yes or no? So that's another challenge. The third challenge is job security. We cannot tell them, okay, you will be working with us for the rest of your life. Even whether you work or don't work, no problem. We will go. But for entrepreneurs like us, we don't want somebody to sit idle in office. Yes or no? We just look at somebody sitting idle, then immediately give multiple work. Why? So we tend to dump a lot of work with them. So that is also not very serious thing. So this is something that we need to be really concerned about it. Now, what exactly you need to do? People come and work in your company today. The new generation, they don't like to get more money. They're not excited to having more money. What they wanted to go with an idea. If you have an idea, and if they are passionate about it, they want to work with you. There's a bigger purpose. They're not really looking at money as a solution. So if you are a founder, if you are an entrepreneur, you tell them what bigger problem are you solving? Where exactly you want to take your company? If suppose something happens like that, what kind of a role this gentleman will have in your company? So you try and sell a dream. You try and sell a promise to them. So how can you really do that? So that's something that we need to be looking at it. The thing that I want to talk to you about is how do you identify talent? Today the problem is we really don't know what exactly works in our company. There are 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year. There are certain things worked in your company. So you need to really identify what kind of people will fit into my company. what exactly I'm looking at. I don't want an IIM guy. I don't want a guy from Harvard. I want a guy who understands what exactly I want him to do. Right? So you need to find out what exactly is the talent that you're looking at. The next thing that I want to talk to you about is that, okay, you have a candidate. I'm sure all of you have this experience. Interview is done, everything is done, offer is given, offer letter is given, and one fine day when exactly this person has to come and join, he will not turn up. How many of you have this experience? Yeah? So all of us have this experience. And now, it is not for you and me. A friend of mine, Anmol, is sitting here. He says that I pay 5 lakh rupees salary. I hired somebody from, another bigger company like Flipkart. And every Monday morning, I need to go to the office and see this gentleman sitting in that particular cabin. If he's not sitting there, that means what? Monday morning, first 1 hour is a big headache for me. Why? Because I recruited this fellow. And if I don't see him on the face of it, then I have series of hot issues, right? That. So the question here is, it's applicable for everybody. So can you create a nice kind of experience, a wonderful experience for a candidate to come in, right from the day that he comes in? How do you make him sit? How do you make him feel comfortable? We need to really take care of all this because we are at the mercy of them, right? Another thing that all the SME companies, we have a challenge is we don't have a real good onboarding. When I say onboarding, induction program. As soon as the guy comes in, what we generally do, you try and figure out one person in your company and say, this guy is good. You go with him for next 20 days, 30 days, 50 days, and you learn whatever it is. There are certain things that whatever this gentleman is doing is not the right way to do. He is doing his way, you do your way, I do my way, but there is the way. Yes or no? So what exactly is the way? So you need to really create a document in terms of what is to be done in terms of doing an onboarding exercise for this particular. This is very, very important. The another thing is that today, people work in tribes. Okay, all these one particular segment of people, they like each other. So you have one person in your company, try and get somebody through his network. That works brilliantly. There are some referral bonus given. Companies give huge amount of money for somebody to come and join. So can you do something like that is another option that you can look at it. And definitely, the collective knowledge of an audience sitting here is much higher than a person who's speaking here. Do you agree with me? So that's why people go for something called unconference. That means what? There's no agenda. I talk about a subject, you talk about some other subject. So same way, 2 brain is definitely better than 1 brain. And the younger brains are even more sharper because they know what to do. We don't know what exactly we to do. Even though we know something to do because this is something that's not worked for a long time. And there's so much is exposed to the sun also nowadays. So you don't really make use of it in a bright way. So try and understand how these younger guys work and try to mine something from them. Another thing is that I want to talk to you about is create a lot of PR initiatives. If you want to really get hold of somebody, you go to speaking engagements, you as an entrepreneur, try and network with a lot of people, forum like BNI, this will all make your company go up. Your brand gets visible. Try and organize a small event in your own office so that people get to know about what exactly this office is, where exactly is happening. So everybody talks about work experience. This is like your office is like a Google of Coimbatore. So why do they say this? Because by advertising this, Google created such a kind of a brand. So can you do something like that in your own organization? There are a lot of things that we are always concerned about, our employee becoming bigger. We as an entrepreneur, we don't gel this. We don't like this idea of our employee becoming bigger. Do you agree with me? Visiting card the thing is that you don't want this guy to be on an upper hand. But companies, bigger companies, what they do, they make these employees go and speak in different forums. And when they go and do that, what will happen? Automatically the brand of the company goes up and automatically people will tend to come and work in your company. So you can do something like this to attract your talent. And last thing that I want to leave you with, if you feel, look at your company, go back today. If I want to leave you with one single message, go to your office, go and find out who are the star performer in your company. If you really find some of them are really going good, you need to be concerned about it. Don't focus on this particular guy. Start focusing on the very next guy. Because you don't know what will happen to this guy. This guy probably may leave you. So you start focusing on the second best guy and build a talent pool around him. Start spending more time with them and keep on having 3-4 people as a reserve, as a bench strength for your organization. With these small things that if you do, I'm sure you'll be able to do a wonderful job. Wish you all the very best. Thank you, Satish, for inviting me.